So here's a little video on WooCommerce and just WordPress in general. So I just updated a few things here. I saw the update in my plugins section, and so I updated these things. So always double check to make sure that you do or you do not have pending updates for the Sellosity plugins. Because things get fixed, things get added, and it's just a good thing to keep up to date with. Now, the other thing I feel I should let you know is that I have, at this point, currently, WordPress 4.7. So there's that as well. Now, regarding WooCommerce, if I go to my plugins, the latest version that I have is currently, if this will load, so the latest version of WooCommerce that I have is 2.6.9. Now WooCommerce is a third-party plugin. They update on their own schedule, and sometimes they change stuff around. They move things. That said, for me, here's what I see. If I come on over to WooCommerce, and I come on down to System Status, I have System Status, Tools, Logs, and we can ignore this. And there's an option here to get a system report and understand the status report as well. So this is good if you ever have to talk to their support. The other thing that this particular sort of section is good for is it gives you sort of a snapshot of things like your URL, your WooCommerce version, WordPress version, whether or not you have the multi-site feature installed. I don't. What the WordPress memory limit is. Some server information, like this and this and this. These things you can change. You can change this. You can't change that. So there's also some good stuff there as well. And so it's good to just look into it and sort of see, okay, is there anything that's not checked off or not working? It also gives you a snapshot of all of your active plugins. As well as other settings. Your WooCommerce pages as well. The theme. And then just a bunch of other stuff specifically to WooCommerce itself. So that's the system status as I have it. Now if I go into settings, here's what I've got. I have all sort of the WooCommerce settings here. General products, shipping, checkout accounts, emails, API, product filters. Right, and so, I'm in product filters right now, so I have all of this stuff that I can play with. Or I can just go back up and look into, for instance, improved sales badges. Now that is related to one of the plugins that I have installed. Same thing with this and with this. So this is sort of Sellosity stuff. And, this, you might see something different depending on the plugins that you have installed as well as the plugins that you have active. For instance, on this particular installation, I do not have SSL set up just because it is a test subdomain, so I don't really need to spend the $20 to do it. But for me, I have other different plugins here. I got Easy Pop-ups, Rapid Mailer, Cloner, this here. So some of the stuff that you might see in the WooCommerce settings could change depending on what you have active here. So if I were to deactivate this, that countdown tab that you saw earlier would go away. Right, and I don't have Smart Chat active, for instance. I don't have Transposh. I don't have the SSL content fixer, which, by the way, is only really good if you have SSL on it to begin with. I also don't have the WooCommerce MailChimp because I don't use MailChimp. WordFence Security, I don't have it active right now. I don't have this active because I don't have HTTPS, SSL. Just little things like that. So for me, with version 2.6.9 of WooCommerce, everything I'd want to do, generally speaking, is in the settings, and when you want to look at reports, you can go to the Reports tab, and you can export a CSV and filter things the way you want. You have other options here, such as coupons and Sellosity SEO, and some of this stuff will be covered in your members area. Right, and some of this is these are advanced settings. I wouldn't touch this stuff myself, but that is what it looks like for me, and I hope this was helpful.